Hello and welcome back. Today I'll be covering some of the mods which caught my attention in the month of August. If you found this video useful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for future content. If you have any questions, come ask me when I'm live on Twitch, link is in the description. One of the main mods this month is the Covenant Weapon Pack. This pack currently adds 4 new weapons. The reason why I say currently is by the time you're watching this video, there could be more guns in the mod. All of the weapons have some of the highest quality animations I've ever seen for S.T.A.L.K.E.R, so a massive shout out to the modders behind the pack. First new gun is the MP153. This 8-shell 12-gauge shotgun is actually quite customizable, despite the historic looking furniture. This gun can attach a suppressor and a wide range of scopes, including a long range option allowing for slug sniping. This gun would make for a great early to mid game weapon. Next, and probably my most anticipated, is the Basilisk 357 Magnum Revolver. I've been waiting for a high quality revolver with amazing animations for a while now, and this pack delivers and provides even more. One of the coolest features of this gun is how there are 6 different reload animations depending on how many rounds have been fired. This is the first gun in S.T.A.L.K.E.R to ever have this type of reload. The gun, stats wise, is like the Desert Eagle. Shooting the 357 round, this gun is an effective mutant killer and can even attach a long range scope to kill stuff at distance. Last addition is the MK47. This 7.62x39 rifle is a great addition to the late game weapons. As I've noticed, there is a significant lack of late game weapons of this caliber. This gun can attach a lot of scopes and even an underbarrel grenade launcher once upgraded. It is a good choice for late game. Last part of this pack is the reanimation of the VZ61. All this does is change the animation to be much better. Last month, we had the release of the new map Prom Zone. This month, we have not 1, but 2 new maps. Grimwood is the first new addition and reminds me of a tamer red forest. The location is a forest with multiple points of interest scattered around. It is located in between Army Warehouse and Wild Territory. The second new location, and by far the most impressive, is Yuzhniy, or the town. Accessible from garbage or truck cemetery, this place resembles an abandoned town. This is probably one of the most complex locations, as almost every building can be entered and explored. And with it being such a dense area, you can spend hours exploring just this one map. There is even a small faction base in the middle, which is my one and only complaint. The faction base belongs to Freedomers, which is kind of pointless as their main base is literally right next to it in Army Warehouse. I think it would be a much better idea if this base was Clear Sky, as Clear Skies only have a base all the way in the far corner of Great Swamps. Having a more central base for them makes a lot more sense to me. Last thing to note about these maps is the dynamic loot mod for them, which adds loose loot spawns around the map, making them actually worth exploring. If you use the body health system, you may be interested in the next mod. The body health system Realistic Overhaul will rework the whole system in many ways. The main change is that temporary health has been removed, and a greater emphasis has been put into your limb health, with them taking longer to restore. Other things that changes is having to use a surgery kit if your limb has no health to restore them, and added a painkiller effect to mitigate some of the effects from having a damaged limb. The mod does take some getting used to, so make sure to read the mod page for more info. Else, I've always thought the current body health system is kind of a missed opportunity, so hopefully this mod will fix it. If you are looking for an alternative start, then the Black Road mod may be of interest. This mod will randomize the spawn location, mainly to desolate places like the top of towers or lookout posts. You'll start with a Makarov, knife and a torch in the middle of the night. If you got tired of the typical early game, then this mod is perfect to mix things up. A simple yet effective quality of life mod is the Unusable Parts Handler. By default, this mod will automatically transfer all weapon and armor parts which cannot be repaired to the trader's inventory to be sold. You won't get much money from selling these parts, but it will add up over time. This mod can also be configured in the MCM settings to just delete any unusable parts if you don't want to deal with them. I always like quality of life mods like this, so I highly recommend it. The first new weapons are the IZH and MP18. The IZH is a single shot 12-gauge shotgun. This is more of a fun gun as it doesn't have much use. I would say this gun is better than the bolt action TOS, but anything is better than that thing. You can put a long range scope on it and snipe with slugs, but that's about as good as it gets. Slightly more useful is the MP18. This gun is very similar to the IZH, except it is chambered in 7.62x54, which is a more powerful round. Honestly, I can see this gun being a good replacement for the Mosin in the starting loadout, as it is still strong, but much weaker than the Mosin, as I think the Mosin is too strong to be a starting weapon. Next new weapon is the XM4. Initially, I thought, this is just another M4, and it is, but I realised there aren't actually that many standard M4s in S.T.A.L.K.E.R. But this gun is pretty good for a standard rifle. It is chambered in 5.56 and can attach good scopes. It's a decent mid-game choice. The last weapon mod adds 4 new Chinese AK derivatives. All chambered in 7.62x39, these guns can attach dovetail scopes. The Type 81 stands out the most as it has extremely high accuracy, but is single fire only. This makes the gun a good long range option. Now for a few reanimations. Last, and a very minor mod, is the ZIL-131 Retexture. All this mod does is replace the 131 trucks found around the zone, with higher quality ones. Again, a small mod, but I always hated how those trucks looked. So that was all the mods of August that caught my attention. If you found this video useful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for future content. If you have any questions, come join me while I'm live on Twitch, link is in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.